What is up? I'm Brad Jacobson, and I've got one heck of a little chest cold going on today for this episode. So maybe I'll give you my deep voice. Today I'm going to be listing 8 of the most dangerous aspects of surfing. Now, surfing is a lot of fun, but like any other action sport, it's got its sides of danger. And today I'm going to list out some of the ones that I've seen firsthand, and they're not going to be in any particular order. I'm just going to lay into them. Let's kick it off with the thing that we're all using, is the surfboard. This thing's made of fiberglass, and it's hard fiberglass. When you hit it, you know it. It hurts. It can do some horrible damage from simply, cutting into you all the way up to actually taking your life. So yeah, the danger factor is high with these surfboards, so be careful with it. They make a lot of soft tops out there now, so if you're beginning, it's one of the best things to begin on is a soft top because it doesn't do as much damage to the human body as a fiberglass board does. Next up is actually part of the surfboard. It's your fins. Obviously, they help you maintain control and get more speed on waves, etc. They can also slice you wide open, and it's happened to a lot of surfers. That board goes in the air, it starts flipping around. Maybe you're underwater, maybe it's coming down. Maybe you're jumping off of a wave and the board's up, comes down fins first, can hit you in the head. While they're very productive, they also can do a lot of damage. While I'm on the subject of the surfboard, you also have the leash. Right? Now, the leash is great. The leash keeps that board close to you. It serves a great purpose for surfers, but it can also get wrapped around you. I've seen this more with bodyboarders where it wraps around their neck, and now they're stuck because the bodyboarder sometimes will wrap the leash around their wrist, and then they get caught up in the whitewater, and now that's tangled around their neck. Not good when the wave is pulling that board away from you. You're hanging on. This thing's got that death grip on your neck, and you're just trying to survive. So the leash, while it doesn't happen as often as fins and surfboards and things like that, it's still there. It's still a dangerous part of surfing. Don't not use it just because of that. Here's another obvious one. The waves. The waves themselves. You get caught inside. The pure power of the waves themselves, much stronger than you or I or the strongest man in the world can handle. These things will pound you. They will flip you. They will drill you to the bottom of the ocean and literally pin you down to the point where you can drown. It's kind of like going through a wash cycle. If you jumped into your washing machine and it just boom, 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 boom. It's so strong, it just takes you and throws you around like you're a toothpick. That's why a lot of beginners like these soft little slow rolling waves. I kind of believe that it's one of the most dangerous parts of surfing is the actual waves. The power of the ocean, the waves themselves, it's a huge danger to all surfers. All right, here's one that you probably see a lot with my episodes, other surfers. You're like, wait, what? Other surfers? Yeah, that's probably one of the most dangerous right there with the waves. I've seen people collide, run into each other, run over each other, etc. People have died from this. You get run over by a surfboard, hit in the head by someone else's surfboard, run over with the fins in the wrong spot. You have, you cut your arteries, etc. Other surfers are actually one of the most dangerous parts of the sport. Here's one that I think we all learn, even when we're not surfing, when we just first step foot in the ocean. Rip currents. You get caught in one of these currents and like the waves themselves, it's just too strong. No matter how great of a swimmer you are or how strong of a swimmer you are, once you get caught into a rip current, you're done. Just relax because you're not going to beat it. Let it take you wherever it's going to go and then figure out a way back in from there. The rip current is responsible for a lot of deaths, a lot of injuries, a lot of fatigue, etc. Because once you get pulled into that thing and you're trying to fight it, by the time it lets you go, you're exhausted. You can't make it back in, and now you're in deep trouble. So yeah, rip currents are up there very high. This next one is the sea life, right? Your first inclination is like great white sharks. Statistically showing you're not going to get attacked by a great white. Doesn't mean you're not that 1% who will. They're out there, but they're not looking to eat you. You know what will get you? The stingrays and the jellyfish, even sometimes these aggressive sea lions. So while the great white is, our main fear, you're thinking Jaws, etc. The stingrays just got my buddy the other day. He was bleeding everything. They will definitely cause some damage to you. You step on that thing, they whip that that stinger in you, and it is super painful. Now, some places like in Costa Rica have those saltwater crocodiles. That is something I hope I never have to run into in the lineup. Oh my God. I'd rather see a great white shark than or seeing a crocodile pop up and grabbing me and flipping me. And oh man, no, thank you. I think saltwater croc is probably my biggest fear in the water. Although luckily here in Southern California, we don't really get those. All right, I'm going to end this with both reefs and rocks. You have your coral reefs and your rock bottoms, which set under where you're surfing. Hitting these can cause death. I mean, it's such a bad situation if you go down and hit one of these, the rocks or the coral. Especially coral easily will rip you wide open. I've had it happen to me. I know a ton of surfers that have been hit by that. The rocks are the same thing. They're not a smooth surface. So you can get if you step down into a crevice, you can actually twist an ankle, do that, etc. Obviously, if you go head first into the water and you hit that reef, you hit those rocks, it's not a pretty sight. And along with this, in places like in Hawaii and North Shore, you actually have coral caves. Let's say you fall off the wave and now you're under the water. You can get lodged into one of these caves, and that's not good. Now you can't find your way up. It's dark underwater, and people have actually gotten stuck and died underneath these coral caves. Well, there you have it. There's 8 things that are very dangerous to surfers, and while you're out there surfing, things to keep an eye out for. I'm sure there's a lot more. Let me know in the comments below if you have anything that I missed. But thanks for watching. I'm Brad Jacobson with a chest cold, and I'll see you on the sand.